see, notice, no step.
Nancy Crowther has a lot to be proud of, from her career to the house fit just for her.
The first time I've ever been able to see my thermostat and set it myself.
And her 19-year-old cat, which she is definitely proud of.
Go, Emma girl, you're on TV. She doesn't have quite all her teeth.
As proud as she is of so many things, she's disappointed with how she feels her voice is being stamped out.
I was tired, hot, and kind of ticked off.
What used to be a quick trip to her local ballot box took her 4 hours when she last cast her vote in a recent local election, even accidentally ending up in a car registration line in her wheelchair, thinking it was the line for the ballot box. Voting restrictions removed the boxes that were closest to her.
It said to me, "We don't want you to vote." You know why? Because we do, and I'm going to continue to vote. Come hell or high water.
Long story short, it's more hoops to jump through.
Nancy lives in Texas, one of 20 states that have enacted stricter voting laws since the 2020 election. Governments that passed laws say they did so to prevent voter fraud. Advocates for those living with disabilities, however, say things like fewer ballot boxes, shorter time for mail-in voting, and restrictions on people helping those with disabilities vote will cause a chilling effect, preventing people from wanting to turn in a ballot.
So if someone needs assistance in filling out the application or the paper ballot, you're putting people who would normally assist a voter at a larger offense of perjury. So these individuals, these just common everyday folks who are trying to do a good thing, they're having to put themselves more on the line.
It's all meant to promote the power of the disability vote.
Bob Kafka is with Rev Up Texas, a nonpartisan organization meant to educate those living with disabilities on their rights when it comes to voting.
We've come a long way, but there's still that fight.
Their group is starting a campaign to bring attention to this issue and lobby to meet the legislature somewhere in the middle to help their population use their voices.
You know, if it doesn't succeed, how are we going to be able to increase the disability vote?
Other groups in some of those 19 other states, including Florida and Wisconsin, are advocating for changes or an overall repeal of these laws, hoping to help protect future rights of these 61 million Americans living with a disability.
It's a luxury to not have to worry about this, but at the same time, it can happen to you in a heartbeat.
If people don't get mad enough about that, they should, because it's going to change their life if they give up on voting.
Whether or not voting becomes easier for people living with disabilities, Nancy says she will continue to do so because the harder it is, the more determined it makes her.
That's why I go out to vote, because I want people to see me. If I can do it, then everybody else can.
I'm Vanessa Bashania reporting.